Joshua! Joshua! Cut off that noise this instant! Joshua!
Joshua, do you hear me?
Yes, Dad.
Don't yes dad me in that tone, young man. I told you to turn this stuff off. You're blasting the whole neighborhood.
It's about universal love and harmony, Dad. Isn't that what you want?
Not when it shakes the roof loose. Now I don't want to hear that again or you'll lose your car privileges, understood?
All right! All right. Mom wanted me to pick up some stuff at the store anyway. I'll be back in an hour.
You can get there and back in 20 minutes. What's this hour stuff?
If you must know, I was going to stop at the library too.
Just see that you're home in time for dinner, young man.
Yes, Father.
Morning, Doctor.
Good morning. Sleep well?
I guess. What are you up to?
Ever since my run-in with the Xylons, this old console has needed to be repaired.
The Xylons?
Oh, before your time. Or after. Can't quite recall.
As long as it's one of those two. Right, Doctor?
Quite right. You catch on fast, for a human.
I don't know whether I should thank you or...
Just thank me and save yourself the trouble of coming up with a different response.
Thank you.
Seems like I'm always working on this old thing. Could you hand me my sonic screwdriver? Sonic screwdriver. The long cylindrical object with the circular top.
This?
Don't be ridiculous. That's the naption spanner. If I wanted a naption spanner, I would have asked for one. Really? What do they teach you in these Earth schools of yours anyways?
I'll have you know that I carried A levels in astronomical studies.
Really? That's very good. Then where's this?
Pardon?
In space. Look at the scanner and tell me what section of space this image is of.
Zeta Omicron?
You just made that up.
Actually.
That's exactly right. The Zeta Omicron star system.
Really? I really did make that up.
What was that?
Nothing important.
Let's see, sector 3004 by 007. 11 planets, 3 of them are habitable. But only one is. It's actually quite a nice little planet.
Is that where we're going?
I hadn't planned on it. I suppose we can stop by for a look.
Sounds good to me. What's that?
Collision alarm. We're about to hit something.
In space?
There are quite a lot of objects in space, Mark, large and small. Unfortunately, no two objects can occupy the same space and time as we're about to find out. Hold on! There, safe and sound.
Wish I could say the same for my launch.
Why don't we concern ourselves with the more important question which you have so patently missed? That being, what was it we almost hit?
You said there were a lot of objects in space.
I don't just park the TARDIS anywhere, you know. I do try to stay out of traffic lanes. There shouldn't have been anything there.
Maybe your figures were off?
My figures are never off. It seems that a rogue comet has collided with a very large, very nasty asteroid. And that piece we narrowly avoided is heading for Earth.
Earth?
The angle of its trajectory will render it undetected until it's too late.
It doesn't look very big. Is it really that dangerous?
It's the size of a small island, and yes, that would make it very dangerous. But I don't recall an asteroid striking the Earth in the early 70s. Curious.
The Earth is about to be wiped out, and you find that curious? What are we going to do?
Investigate, my good man. By the time we get there, it'll just be passing Mars. If we're lucky, we'll find an Earth-based astronomer who can spot it before it's occulted by the Earth's moon.
And then what?
That's a good question. I don't suppose you'd have a good answer.
No.
Me neither. We'll have to work on it on the way.
That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, Doctor.
Really? It was meant to. Better buck up. We'll be landing soon.
Joshua, my dear boy, how are you this fine day?
Just fine, Mr. Jackson. I'm just here to get a few things for Saturday's meeting. Got any more pine incense?
Cone or stick?
Stick, thanks.
It just so happens I do. And I got something else I think you might be interested in. Come here, I'll show it to you. What'd you think?
What is it?
It's a meteor chunk that fell, several months ago. Landed in my clearing. Gave most of it to the museum. But I kept this bit. Isn't it a beauty? I've been making necklaces out of these crystal bits here.
Groovy. Can I see it?
Sure.
Kinda glows, huh? Yeah, this would be perfect. How many do you have?
Why, 10 so far, but I could make some more. Say a pound each.
You got a deal. I want 10 more by Saturday. One for everybody.
Throw in 20 pence per necklace for labor.
Done. Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Hey, are you gonna pay for those?
Oh yes, sorry.
A £10 ought to do it.
Here you are. And keep the change. Think of it as a down payment.
All righty. Tell your mother I said hello.
Oh, I will, Mr. Jackson. Bye.
Weird kid. Incense, crystals, transcendental meditation. Hooey.
Take in that sweet country air.
Where are we?
Dosha, April 21st, 1974.
Is that what I think it is?
An astronomer's bungalow. The sky is just right for tracking stray asteroids, if you know where and how to look. Fortunately, we do. Still a bit early. Only 2 a.m. Still, it's a nice spring night. New moon, Jupiter is there, Mars there. The asteroid should be right about there. Come on.
I'm coming.
Professor Sanderson, is that you?
No, actually, I'm the doctor, and this is my assistant, Mark Newman.
Newman? No, don't know you. You're supposed to be Sanderson from the museum. Come back tomorrow and make an appointment.
I'm afraid we don't have that long to wait. We have some very important information.
Earth-shattering.
To put it in its mildest form, yes.
You have some nerve not being who I expected. I'll be off with you before I get cross.
But we've got to tell you about the asteroid!
Asteroid? Well, what asteroid?
A rogue comet struck an asteroid several weeks ago, and a large chunk of it's heading for Earth. The doctor here wants to get a good look at it from your telescope.
Yes, the city lights of London is no place to track such an object. But out here, well, we heard about your research in your telescope and decided to collaborate with you.
Oh, poppycock. The only heavenly bodies someone like you would be interested in are completely earthbound, let me assure you. If there were an asteroid heading for Earth, I would have found it by now.
Not necessarily. It's on an odd elliptical orbit that will take it behind the moon shortly, and it will stay there until it's too late. Before we can alert Parliament, we must get some definite information about it.
All right. Let's see if we can find your asteroid. If only it will get you to leave me alone. This way. Not much movement. But enough. Enough to take to the observatory in the morning. All right, Doctor, you win. We'll run its trajectory in the college's computer and see if indeed it's as you say, heading for Earth. But we've got to be back before 7 p.m.
What's at 7 p.m.?
My class.
Class?
Yes, class. TM, Transcendental Meditation. I've got 19 students and they're all counting on me.
Oh yes, I almost forgot. You people did have such a fancy for Eastern mysticism in the 70s.
Mysticism? Sir, I am a scientist, Cambridge taught. This is purely research, I assure you.
Of course.
I have a couple of spare rooms in my cottage. I suggest you two get some rest, and we'll leave for the university promptly at 11 tomorrow morning.
Don't you mean this morning, Professor?
Yes.
Mark? Come on, the professor's waiting.
Good grief, is it 11 already?
Yes, now come on.
Come on, get in. We haven't got all morning.
Joshua, what was all that racket down the street?
What? Oh, Professor Taylor must be all excited about something or other. Took off with 2 blokes like a bat out of...
Josh?
Bristol, Dad. Sheesh. Must have been some friends of his. Looks like they're off to the university. Heard him screaming something about a fantastic find late last night.
Someone ought to lock him up. No one in his right mind builds an observatory in the middle of a neighborhood.
Hey, Pop, what do you think of my new necklace? It's a meteor fragment. Cool, huh?
Meteor fragment? It isn't radioactive, is it?
No, Pop, it's harmless.
Space junk. Hi, Dad, did I miss breakfast?
Nice of you to wake up this morning.
There's still some pancake batter left, and the coffee's hot. Mum went into town for some more.
Join me, Dad?
Don't mind if I do.
I think I'll go study my meditations.
Aw, come on, Josh. It's nothing but a bunch of mumbo-jumbo.
No, it isn't. Professor Taylor said it's research for his next thesis. I'm helping him.
Bah! Come on, Jacob. Let's leave him to his chanting. I'm hungry.
Professor Taylor, you're early.
With reason. Take a look at these.
Exactly what am I supposed to be looking at?
It's an asteroid, on a collision course with Earth.
What? Professor, is this supposed to be some kind of joke?
I wish it was.
You're serious?
Well, look for yourself.
Why didn't we see this ourselves?
It's a big sky.
I'll have to call our sister lab in Sydney. Where exactly did you discover this asteroid?
31.3 degrees north by 15 degrees east. Sydney should have a perfect view of it by now.
Yes. Get Daniel Carpenter in Sydney for me.
Yes, sir.
Asteroid indeed. It's probably just a smudge on the film.
Who are you trying to convince? Us or you? It's no smudge and you know it. An uncharted rogue comet struck an asteroid several weeks ago and a large chunk of it is heading for Earth. We checked and double-checked our findings.
And who exactly are you supposed to be?
I can be any number of people, my good man. As it happens, I'm the Doctor.
Oh, really? Doctor who?
Smith. John Smith.
I see. Well, Dr. John Smith, allow me to introduce myself. I'm Pope Pius IX.
Pleased to meet you, Your Holiness.
I am Professor Carpenter on line 3.
Thank you. Daniel, it's Andrew. Set your telescope to the following coordinates, and take 2 5-minute exposures, and then get back to me ASAP. Ready? 31.3 degrees north by 15 degrees east. Got it? Good, thank you. Call me when the pictures are ready. Well, we should know in about 15 minutes. But for your sakes, I hope this is not some sort of practical joke.
Leave me. For all our sakes, you'd better hope it is.
Om. Relax mind and body. Relax. Deep breath. My crystal. It's glowing. I can feel its power. Helping me to focus. Yes. Oh yes. I'm out of my body. In a higher plane of existence. An astral plane. It's incredible. I can't tell if it's another planet or the Earth at another time.
Joshua Colby.
What? Who's that?
Welcome to the astral plane, Joshua Colby. I am Akar of the Hakari.
Well, until we have absolute proof. Hello? Daniel, yes. I see. And what were the findings? I see. Then there's no doubt. Thank you, Daniel. Keep tracking the object.
And the findings say?
There is definitely an object out there, and preliminary estimates indicate that it is on a direct collision course with Earth. He's going to precisely calculate the object's trajectory and call me with an estimated time of impact.
And what do we do in the meantime?
There's nothing we can do right now. I suggest you go home. I'll call you when I hear anything.
Yes, you do that. Come on, Doctor, let's get some air.
Players, we have waited until mankind was ready to embark on a bold new height of existence, Joshua. You are the first to contact us.
Wow, this is incredible.
It is only the beginning, for upon mankind is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius, and you shall be its new master.
I cross the void beyond the mind, the empty space that circles time. I see where others stumble blind, the secret truth they never find. Eternal wisdom is my guide. I am the Doctor. Through cosmic waste the TARDIS flies, to taste the secret source of life. A present sounds can't deny exists, within, outside, behind, the latitude of the human mind. I am the Doctor. My voyage dissects the course of time. Who knows who say, but I will wait. Who searches deep to find the light that glows so darkly in the night. As viewers move to end mankind, metallic teeth begin to grind. With sword of truth, I turn to fight the satanic powers of the night. Is your faith before your mind?